So when I went to Anime Expo, I ended up splurging on some Japanese art books that I had been wanting. I got 5 of them. Now, a few of these are from mangakas that I'm very familiar with. I've read their work. 2 of them are from artists that I'm not familiar with. One I have been eyeing for a while, but I might be mistaken, but I don't think they have anything actually released in English. But they do have a bunch of one-shots in Japanese. I just really want to show you these books because I think they are so cool. So first up, we have a book called Flow from Chisa Ogawa. Now, can we just appreciate this presentation? I think the cover is so cool, but here's what's even cooler. So, smaller, right? This whole jacket comes off. The book itself is just this beautiful, like, sunset type deal. And then we have this clear diorama. Is that the right word? Clear picture. It just looks so nice. I don't think I have another book that has a presentation like this. I technically bought this at Kinokuniya in Little Tokyo, which we went there on the last day. We kind of played hooky from the actual con and decided to go shopping. But I'll just show you some of the insides. Now, if the name Chisa Ogawa sounds familiar and if this art looks familiar, it's because they are super well known for Cast Heaven. I don't know that I could necessarily recommend reading Cast Heaven. I loved it. I think Cast Heaven is great. It's definitely mature. It is, it's very intense. It's very, very intense. I would say it's very trigger warning happy, if you know what I mean. But hey, everyone has different tolerances, right? Now, there are other books by Chisa Ogawa. I can't think of any of them right now. I know I have a couple on my shelf that are in Japanese and not available in English. So I'm sure some of them are featured here. Oh, this is cool too. It had this like little note. I haven't translated it, but it's clearly like a note signed by the author. It's not actually written, obviously. It's like printed. It would be cool though. I always love when they get into this stuff where they start like showing their storyboarding and their process for making the manga. I think that's really cool. Even down to like accessories, details. There's so much that goes into building these worlds, especially when you have something that is, I think Cast Heaven is 8 volumes, 7 volumes? Someone correct me. So that is Flow by Chisa Ogawa. Now, it wasn't until after I bought this that I realized whose art this was and what this was about. This is from Kuze Gaku. I hope I'm saying their name right. Uramichi Oniisan, who is neither front nor back. So this is actually this artist is behind an anime called Life Lessons with Uramichi Oniisan. I have not watched. I think I've watched like one episode and I was cracking up and I just like haven't followed it, but it's nothing personal to that. I just like don't watch a lot of stuff. But I did not recognize it when I got this. I got this because it just looks sick. So here's the cover. Here's the back. Now this like silver gold thing you see happening on the outside is happening the entire way through the book, which is just so cool. All of the illustrations are black and white for the most part. Actually, let's take the dust cover off because I haven't even seen this yet. Ooh, it's pretty. So here's without the dust cover. Now, as I said, I have not translated any of this, so I'm still learning about this book, but I still wanted to share some of the art. This one is all about presentation. Like, I love that the metallic carries through to all the pages. I love that the manga drawings, they're beautiful. I really need to sit down with each page and like translate each one to see what they're saying. And there's actually chapters in this, so, ooh. I don't know if it follows like an actual story or what, but again, just the entire way through these like isolated images on top of silver. It gives it like this gallery effect, which I just think is really nice. We get into a little bit of process, which is cool. And the process has gold. Oh, now we have some color as well. I really need to do more research on this and see more of this artist's work because I love it. And this was probably one of the best like impulse buys I've made. Out of all of these, this is probably my pride and joy, if I'm being completely honest. I have never gone so like feral for a book before. This is Ideal by Hon Toku. Now, I did a little bit of research on Hon Toku, and unless my research might be totally terrible, but I don't actually think we have anything in English from them. I might be mistaken, but they do have a lot of one-shots. And did I order majority of them that are available in print from Amazon Japan? Yes, I did. I am so excited for them to get here because I realized that a lot of the illustrations that are in here are characters pulled from their one-shots. And they have a lot of one-shots that revolve around like office coworker stuff. They also have some historical, almost like Danmei transmigration looking art. And when I tell you, It is beautiful, and it is like, we're like teetering on the edge of like PG-13 to R rated. There's nothing explicit, but it's very implied. So, okay, I don't think I've taken this off, so let's see. Oh, ooh, it's the same thing, it's just in black and white. God, it's pretty on both sides. Now, when I tell you, the illustrations I'm gonna show you, I have to show you some of the tamer ones. The first one I open up to is like them tied up. Let's see. Okay, here's starting off kind of tame. It's just a cat boy. Nothing crazy. Oh, I'm not gonna show you that one. Not gonna show you that one. All right, I'm gonna show you one of them. We'll see. Can you see that? I'm not showing you the other one. YouTube, don't get mad at me, please. This is not for children. Here's just some nice general art. Their characters are so pretty. Ooh, now we're getting to the historical stuff. It's amazing how multifaceted this artist is. Like, their style is very clear, is very evident, but I love that they're doing multiple types of stories. And even the chibis. Look at the little, I guess it's not really chibis, like a child, but still, like, the art is like, he's so cute. Man, that's giving like, the guy in the red, it's giving like Wall Chen, don't you think? Without the eye patch. Oh, not showing you these. The way these go from like sweet to sour really quickly. Ooh, here's some pretty ones. I love how androgynous they are. Oh, so beautiful. I really need to read everything from this artist. So now we're kind of crossing this like more modern style. Sorry if there's a glare. Not showing you anything. When I tell you, this art book is my pride and joy. I am obsessed. Gosh, it's really hard to show you some of these because they are like, again, it's not explicit, but it's pretty dang close. This is called Ideal from Hon Toku. I got this one at Kinokuniya. I got all of these at Kinokuniya, actually. It's so good. Now this one is likely going to be very recognizable. So it's from the creator of 10 Count, Rihito Takarai. Again, I'm so sorry if I'm butchering these names. I'm really trying. This was an immediate pickup. I love 10 Count. In fact, I need to do a reread of 10 Count. It's like been like a couple years. I love the silver and the name. And here, let's open it up and get the full effect, kind of. I don't want to do too much to the spine. Now what's cool is that even though this is like 10 Count illustrations, there's also illustrations in here from some of their other work. So Only the Flower Knows, there's some illustrations. There's a few others. Oh, 7 Days, there's illustrations. So it's actually a little bit of like everything. So 10 Count, if you're not familiar with the manga 10 Count, I do highly recommend it. It gets a little dubious con. It gets a little, you know, it has some trigger warnings, I would say, but it's a really interesting story because basically this guy has like a fear of like touching and germs and whatever. And he encounters, I want to say, gosh, it's been so long, like his therapist is like trying to help him through it and then basically is like, actually, I'm in love with you and I'll help you break through all of this. And like, they tend to push the boundaries of what he's comfortable with. Again, I need to do a reread. It's been a minute. I like can't really describe the story very well. Stories remain in my mind as like vibes and how I like felt about them, but not so much the specifics. Oh, here's a good one. 10 Count's classic. It is so good. Oh my gosh, I love it. It's Page of Chibis. Look at them. They're all so cute. No, sorry if my frame just shifted. My camera battery died. I should maybe like pay attention to that. But anyway, here he is drinking milk. I think it's milk. I'm not mad about it. Oh my God, more chibis. Shut up. Should I get a 10 Count chibi tattoo? I have some gaps on my legs that I need chibis for. So let's get into the other stuff. Okay, so here we start getting into Only the Flower Knows and In the Flower Capital, I think it's called. Beautiful story. 3 volumes. Oh, and here's 7 Days. I really like that one too. They have great art. I'd like to read more of their stuff. If there's anything else that's from them that's printed in English, let me know. Comment it, because I would love to read it. I love when artists take their original characters just like out of their normal universe. I'm assuming that's what this is, unless these are other characters from other stories. But it doesn't look like it. It looks like our 10 Count boys. But anyway, love this one. Again, this is Mirror by Rihito Takarai, creator of 10 Count. Last but not least, we have Therapy Game Darling. This is the Therapy Game art book from Meguru Hinohara. I love Therapy Game. I will admit I am behind. I think I've only read Therapy Game and then Therapy Game Restart, maybe the first 2 or 3 volumes of it. I actually literally just bought Therapy Game Restart Volume 5 today. So I'm gonna go back and read them because I wanna be caught up. I don't remember anything, but I do remember loving it. Here's a look at the front and the back. I love that they are so just like distinguishable, like immediately. I'm sorry, just one more moment for this cover. I love it. Let's get into it. Ooh, okay, this is fun. This is different from the others. The first page is actually a pullout. Oh, and there's stuff on the other side too. I'll show you. I don't know if this is supposed to come out or not, but then there's this. Position it. So that's fun. I love these. Oh, this art is so beautiful. Just reading this is making me nostalgic for the story. One of my favorite shirts that I have is actually a hand-printed screen print shirt of 2 of the characters. I want to say it's Minato and Shizumi. Am I saying that right? Let me double check myself. Shizuma. Minato and Shizuma. Again, just beautiful. Obviously I love manga as black and white as it is, but it is so refreshing to see these full color images of these characters. They're just so pretty. I also love the idea behind like book design and how they leave like this empty space, how it's just curated. I mean, it's like a gallery in your hands. That was kind of cheesy, sorry. Oh, these full spread. Oh, here's another cute one. So, I think I did pretty good at Kino. I don't know about y'all, but I am so happy with these. Again, a lot of these were ones that were on my radar to begin with. Some not, but most of them were. But I just never felt like pulling the trigger because I'd walk into the store and I'd see them. They're like anywhere between like 45 to like 65 bucks. But I was on vacation. What you do when you're on vacation doesn't count. So I hope you enjoyed. And if you have any questions about these, let me know. See you next time.